There we go, and as I play that, my clock ticks over to 8:30. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Carradine's Self-Isolation Sing-Along. As I said, grab your songbooks from Carradine's cockneysingalong.co.uk and tell your friends, click on the share button now and invite them along for a good old-fashioned sing-along. We're going to start as we used to a lot, but we haven't done for a few weeks. I thought we'd start with our usual opening medley, so you know these ones. And, of course, you know the opening verse as well. It's not in the songbooks, but I'm sure you know it. It goes like this. Lambeth, you've never seen. The skies ain't blue, the grass ain't green. It hasn't got that Mayfair touch, but that don't matter very much. We play the Lambeth way, not like you, but a bit more gay. And when we have a lot of fun, oh boy, here we go then. Anytime you're Lambeth way, any evening Coventry, you'll find us all. What do you find us? There we go. Every little Lambeth gal with a little Lambeth pal, you'll find us all. What do you find us? You got the idea. Everything free and easy. Do as you know well pleasy. Why don't you make your way there? Go there, stay there. Once you get down Lambeth way, every evening, every day, you'll find us all doing the Lambeth Walk. Hey, you know we can normally have the swaying for this one. What you drinking this evening? I got my glass of wine and a little bit of sparkly water here. Wonder what your tipple is this evening. I know some people have got some cocktails on the go. That sounds good.
May I just jump in briefly?
Of course.
Apparently the songbook's still saying the 15th. Is that the right one?
The website says the 15th, but if you click through to the link, it's the proper one. Because I did update it.
Alex?
I promise I updated it. Oh, someone's clever and pays attention.
Someone's paying attention.
Come and make eyes at me down at the old ball and push. Da 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 da. Come, drink some port wine with me down at the old ball and push. Hear the little German band. Da 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 da. Just let me hold your hand, dear. Do. Come and have a drink or two down at the old ball and push. There we go for the West Ham fans. I'm forever blowing bubbles, pretty bubbles in the air. Let's see you at home. They fly so high, nearly reach the sky. Then like my dreams they fade and die. Fortune's always hiding, I've looked everywhere. I'm forever blowing bubbles, pretty bubbles in the air. Now we all know this one, but this one this week goes out to the mum of the wonderful Marcus Reeves, who sorts out my back end every week, as it were, and does all the social media stuff for me while I'm playing. Unfortunately, Marcus doesn't know my login to the website, so he couldn't change the text. Oh, actually, he might do. He might be able to fix that, actually. Marcus, if you're listening, can you fix that text on my website, please? Get the link right. Now, this one goes out to Marcus's mum, Maureen. It's her 80th birthday tomorrow. Congratulations, Maureen. Happy birthday. Hope you had a wonderful birthday dinner this evening. Did Marcus cook for you? He must have done. And so this one's for you. A bit of Daisy, Daisy. Here we go. Daisy, Daisy, give me your answer, do. I'm half crazy, all for the love of you. It won't be a stylish marriage, I can't afford a carriage, but you'll look sweet upon the seat of a bicycle made for two. There we go, that one from Maureen. Happy birthday for tomorrow. Well, a little bit of Let's All Go Down the Strand. We couldn't do it without, could we? Let's all go down the Strand.
Have a banana.
Let's all go down the Strand. Thank you, Faye. I'll be leader, you can march behind. Come with me, see what we can find. Let's all go down the Strand.
Have a banana.
Oh, what a happy birthday. It's Dick Van Dyke in the corner. That's the place of fun and noise, all amongst the girls and boys. So let's all go down the Strand. Maybe it's because I'm a London. I can't play the right notes. That I love London, so have a banana. Maybe it's because I'm a London. How many times have I played this? Think of her wherever I go. Dread to think. I get a funny feeling inside of me. F major scale. Walking up and down doesn't get any easier. Maybe it's because I'm a Londoner that I love London sound. One more time. Maybe it's because I'm a Londoner that I love London so have a banana. Mate, am I tipsy already? A Londoner that I think of her wherever I go. Better not be. I get a funny feeling inside of me. Just walking up and down. Here we go, big finish then. Maybe it's because I'm a Londoner that I love London town. Hey, there we go. Week 31 of Tom Carradine's Self-Isolation Sing-Along. Welcome to the regulars. Welcome to anyone new tuning in this evening. I know we've got a few new people this week. So welcome, welcome. And we're going to go segue straight on into the next medley this evening. We're not going to have a little bit of chat. We'll come to all the birthdays and anniversaries a little later on. But I don't know what the weather's like with you. The weather here was glorious today. We had a bit of a... It was really wet on Wednesday. No, on... was it yesterday? Wednesday, yes. It was losing track of the weeks. It was all a bit Groundhog Day. I don't know about you. But yeah, it was a lovely, joyous day today. But we've got a rain forecast tomorrow. But don't worry if the rain comes... Just think about this. Page 3. Every time it rains, pennies from heaven. Don't you know each cloud contains pennies from heaven? You'll find your fortune falling all over town. Be sure that your umbrella is upside down. Trade them for a package of sunshine and flowers. If you want the things you love, you must have showers. So when you hear it thunder, don't run under a tree. There'll be pennies from heaven for you and me. Well, raindrops keep falling on my head, and just like the guy whose feet are way too big for his bed, nothing seems to fit. Those raindrops keep falling on my head, they keep falling. So I just did me some talking to the sun, and I said I didn't like the way he got things done, sleeping on the job. Those raindrops keep falling on my head, they keep falling. Well, if the rain's gotta fall, let it fall on Wednesday, Tuesday, Monday, any day but Sunday. Sunday's the day when it's gotta be fine, 'cause that's when I'm meeting my girl. Half a sixpence. If the rain's gotta fall, let it fall on Maidstone, Hoxton, Oakston, anywhere but Folkestone. Folkestone's the place where it's gotta be fine, 'cause that's where I'm meeting my girl. What if the weather gets rainy? There am I like a bloomin' zany, trying to say I love her. Then we have to break to take cover. If the rain's gotta fall, let it fall on Thursday, Saturday, Friday, any day but my day. My day is the day when it's gotta be fine, 'cause that's when I'm meeting my girl. Though April showers may come your way, they bring the flowers that bloom in May. And if it's raining, have no regrets, because it isn't raining rain, you know, it's raining violets. And when you see clouds upon the hills, you soon will see clouds of daffodils. So keep on looking for a bluebird more showers come along. Hey, we all know this one, don't we? Get your umbrellas out. I'm singing in the rain, just singing in the rain. What a glorious feeling. I'm happy again. I'm a banana, laughing at clouds. The so dark up above. I'm making up the words. The sun's in my heart and I'm ready for love. Let the stormy clouds chase everyone from the place. Come on with the rain, I've a smile on my face. I'll walk down the lane with a happy refrain, just singing and dancing in the rain. Just singing and dancing in the rain. Hey, there we go. Well, hopefully it's not raining for you now, and hopefully it won't rain for you tomorrow. If it does, don't worry, just snuggle up on the sofa, pull the duvet up. I think that's what I'm going to be doing. Oh, well, actually, Andrew's got an inset day tomorrow, so he's not at school. So, yes, hopefully it's not too wet. Oh, that's weather aside, there we go. Hope you enjoyed that medley. And it's great to welcome you all back to Carradine Self-Isolation Sing-Along. Week 31, my word, where have the last 31 weeks gone? And it looks like we're going into more lockdowns. My thoughts and sympathies go out to any of you in where you've been moved up to tier 2, tier what? I don't know what the tiers mean. We're still in tier 3, aren't we, Faye?
No, I think we're in tier 1.
We're
in the lowest one at the moment.
I mean, what do you want to be in? I mean, how does it work?
No one wants to be anywhere.
Absolutely, indeed. Well, hopefully you're okay doing whatever you are doing. Of course, my beautiful wife Faye on comments over there.
Hello. Message from Marcus, hasn't got the password.
Oh, there we go. Don't worry. If you want to grab the songbooks, there is the songbook that you can download from the website. I just forgot to. I uploaded the document. I didn't update the text. And my son Andrew is up this evening. He's currently sitting on the sofa here. He might be piping up with some singing on a little later on. So I hope you're all doing well. Any shout-outs and stuff that's coming in?
I do have one comment that's come in from Alex Carpenter asking why is It's Raining Men not in that medley?
Oh! Good request! Humidity's rising, barometer's getting low. According to all sources, the street's the place to go for the night for the first time. Just about half past 10 for the first time in history. It's gonna start raining men. It's raining men. Hallelujah, it's raining men. Amen. I'm gonna go out. I'm gonna let myself get absolutely soaking wet. It's raining men. There we go. It's in there now. I'll have to put it in.
I'm not entirely sure that he was expecting you to do that.
Well, if people request things, that's the way it goes. Well, as I said, actually talking about requests, it was great. For those of you who are Carradine's Cockney sing-alongers, members of the Carradine's Cockney sing-alongers page, and join us after the show for each week for a bit of a debrief and what we call the lockdown lock-in. Just Faye and I chatting and kind of debriefing and calming down after the show. We had some lovely requests last week for musical theatre songs. Now, I'm planning a musical theatre sing-along evening. One of the weeks will be a musical theatre week. Not next week because that's Halloween. But there will be a musical theatre one coming up very, very soon. But I want to kind of test out the algorithm in that this show that I do live on Facebook has no copyright issues at all. And thankfully, fingers crossed, touch wood, Facebook hasn't taken us down for singing these cover songs. But when I upload this to YouTube, I've got other viewers who watch on YouTube when I upload it after the time. YouTube often flags up copywritten material. Sometimes quite bizarre suggestions, bizarre things. We'll Meet Again always gets flagged up. They'll always be in England. I live in Trafalgar Square, bizarrely. Although the original song is out of copyright, it thinks that it's a recording of a later recording that was done. So yes, as Richard Lewis was suggesting, let's play the YouTube algorithm game. So yeah, I want to try some musical theatre stuff out on this live stream now, which will then go up to YouTube. It will all make sense, and I can explain it more to any sing-alongers who are in later on. So if you've got any musical theatre requests you would like coming up this week, or for a musical theatre evening sing-along, then get those in, pop these in the comments. Faye's going to make a note, and we'll try some of those out and test the algorithm a little later on. So
I think, though, it should be pointed out that there have been a couple of musical theatre songs which have not really borne any resemblance to the actual song.
Are you suggesting this evening? Cheers, thanks very much.
Not this evening, just possibly on previous weeks.
Well, every week. I mean, things like Lambeth Walk from Me and My Girl. I know. We're going to try these things out. So we've got lots of birthdays in this evening now. My huge apologies. For those of you who know about the way the requests work through the website, it updates to a Google document I've got on my computer when you put your request in. And many apologies. That there were a couple of requests last week which got missed off that were put in plenty of time, but it didn't update on my spreadsheet before the sing-along last week. So many apologies for that. We've had a request for... While I do that, I mean, think about this. Oh, I found... Oh, no, I've got it here somewhere. Oh, yeah, there we go. Judith Dolby, your birthday this week. Your birthday was on the 17th. And your husband Robin has requested for you a little bit of Banana Split for My Baby, which is memories of Twinwood. Apparently, it's a Louis Prima number. I didn't really know it, but banana split for my baby, a glass of plain water for me. Banana split for my baby, a glass of plain water for me. Dispenser man, if you please, serve me a mess of calories. Banana split for my baby, and a glass of plain water for me. Oh, I can imagine you dancing around at Twinwood to this. A glass of plain water for me. Well, yeah, I've got a glass of sparkly water if that counts. So there we go. Judith Dolby, huge congratulations on your birthday on the 17th. Sorry for missing it. And then also belated birthday to Phil Stocker. Phil Stocker, it was your birthday on the 12th of October. Huge shout out and birthday wishes from your wife Sue. You've been watching from the start. Encouraged to do so by your son James and fiance Erica. So James and Erica, thank you so much for putting Sue and Phil onto us. And yes, James and Erica were regulars at Fogg's Tavern when I was there every Thursday night. So, Phil, we've got a request for you coming a little later on. Don't you worry about that. Another belated birthday greeting going out to Antonio. Now, Antonio, I don't know your second name, but the request came in from Kitty Fisher and the clan Randafish up in Durham. It was your birthday last Friday, the 16th. Well, of course you know that. There we go. But Kitty says, whenever Kitty sees your name on Facebook, it leaves her with an earworm. And we all know what that earworm is. Wonderful 1908 music hall song called Oh, Oh, Antonio. Written by Clarence Wainwright Murphy and Dan Lipton. Clarence Wainwright Murphy, who also wrote Let's All Go Down the Strand, I'm pretty sure, and many other classic music hall songs. Clarence Wainwright Murphy. Here we go, a little bit of Oh, Oh, Antonio. You've got the lyrics for this, page 6 of your songbooks. Page 6. Quaint native dress, an Italian maid was deep in distress. Through the streets she strayed, searching for every part for a false sweetheart and his ice cream cart. Her English was bad, it cannot be denied, and so to herself in Italian she cried. Let's hear you. Oh, oh, Antonio, he's gone away, left me alone, oh, all on my own, oh. I want to meet him with his new sweetheart. Then up will go Antonio and his ice cream cart. Well, sounds like a kind of happy number, I suppose. The fact that she's chasing after Antonio, who's gone and left her. But it has a sad ending. It goes like this. She sought in despair for Antonio and looked everywhere that she thought he'd go. Soon she to pine began as each face she'd scan for her ice cream man. She faded away, they say in the streets. The ghost of the girl in Italian repeats. It's a bit like Molly Malone, isn't it? Pushing a wheelbarrow and singing a ghostly voice. Oh, Antonio, he's gone away. Raise your voices. Left me alone, all on my own, I want to meet him with his new sweetheart. Then up will go Antonio and his ice cream cart. There we go. For Kitty Tricks and the family, a dedication there to their good friend Antonio. There we go. Happy birthday, Antonio. So there was Judith, Phil Stocker, Antonio. Any more birthdays from you, Faye?
I just had one. I was about to write it down. From, I think it's Susan Beswick. I apologise if I said your name wrong. Her daughter Lucy's birthday was on the 16th. Right, it was her 16th birthday on the 14th.
16th on the 14th. Lucy, happy birthday to you.
It's been a long week.
It has. And it's
in my defence.
Holiday, half-term holiday starts tomorrow. Andrew's finished school. Oh, yeah, they have an inset day tomorrow, so we've got the day off. And, preparing. We're going to have a nice week next week. Faye's got time off work as well. So aside from the building work we're having done on the house, we're going to have some time together. Though we're probably sick of the time we've had together over lockdown and all that. But there we go. We're going to do some family stuff. And, of course, prepare for Halloween. And that's next Saturday, isn't it? It's the week on Saturday. And, of course, our Halloween sing-along on Thursday next week. If you fancy dressing up, then dress up and share your photos. That's probably the best. But I will have an outfit. Andrew might have an outfit, possibly. And Faye probably won't. So, but...
I might see what's in the Halloween box.
Oh, yeah, you've probably got a big witch's hat thing, haven't you? And
possibly.
Yeah, we'll have a look. We'll see what we can rustle up for next week. So if you fancy dressing up, then why not? It'll be a bit of a Halloween, and I've got some Halloween requests and songs and all that type of stuff going on, as well as the usual favourites. So there we go. Oh, Antonio for Antonio, the happy birthday, and happy birthday to anybody else who celebrated a birthday this week.
Oh, I've got another one.
Oh, go on.
It's a belated shout out for Alexander Hurst. He was 8. Apparently it was a couple of weeks ago, but it's the first sing-along he's been allowed to stay up for.
Hey, Alexander, happy birthday. Hope you and your mum and dad are doing very, very well. Hope you had a fantastic birthday. And your Minecraft cake looked amazing, I saw on Facebook. Absolutely amazing. Yes, I'm sure Andrew would be quite jealous of that.
Sorry, I've got another one. I'm just catching up with comments. Can't write fast enough. A very happy birthday to Rob Patterson. Tracy Appleby's put us onto it. Apparently you're 21 again on Sunday. Happy birthday.
Rob, happy birthday to you.
And Wendy has got her birthday next Tuesday. I'm not even going to try and say your surname. I do apologise, Wendy, but it's just going to go badly.
Wendy, it doesn't matter. Happy birthday. There we go. Now, a request for Phil Stocker for his birthday, which they put in a couple of weeks ago. So many apologies for the belated birthday greetings on that. Was for another old musical song, well, a more kind of variety song, 1921. This one, written by William Hargreaves, who was a musical writer who also wrote. What else did he write? Actually, 2 songs which I've been looking at for my London show at Wilton's. Give my regards to Leicester Square. Not give my regards to Broadway. Give my regards to Leicester Square. A great song. And a kind of male version of Burlington Bertie. I think Top Hat Sid or something. They built Piccadilly for me. Watch this space. I'll perform them at some point over the next few weeks. I've been collating songs for the album over the last couple of days. So watch out for those. But yes, William Hargreaves, music hall and variety song composer. This one was made most famous, I suppose, by Val Doonican. Remember Val Doonican? Yes, just memories of an Irishman with a guitar. And possibly, did he wear cardigans? I can't remember. Val Doonican, there we go. A little bit of Val Doonican. And this is called Delaney's Donkey, going out to Phil Stocker. Now, Apologies for this. It's a bit wordy. I'm going to take it under tempo. But you have no excuses. You've got the lyrics on page 5 of your songbook. So I'm going to give it my best shot. It's got a kind of sing-along chorus as well, and you'll pick it up. As long as I don't take it too fast, I hope I'll be all right. Delaney had a donkey everyone admired, temporarily lazy, permanently tired, a leg in every corner, balancing his head, and a tail to let you know which end it wanted to be fed. Riley slyly said we'd underrated it, why not train it? Then he took a rag, rubbed it, scrubbed it, oiled and embrocated it. Then he got to the post, and when it started, dropped the flag. There was Riley pushing it, shoving it and shushing it. Hogan, Logan, everyone in town lined up attacking it, shoving and a-smacking it. They might as well have tried to push the town hall down. The donkey was eyeing them, openly defying them, winking, blinking, twisting out of place. Riley reversing it, everybody cursing it, the day Delaney's donkey ran the half-mile race. Maybe I shouldn't have had that glass of wine earlier on. Now the muscle of the mighty, never known to flinch, didn't move the donkey a quarter of an inch. Delaney lay exhausted, hanging round his throat, with a grip like a Scotsman on a 20-shilling note. Starter, carter, lined up all the rest of them. When it saw them, it was willing then. Raced up, braced up, ready for the best of them. They started off to cheer, but then it changed its mind again. There was Riley pushing it, shoving it and shushing it. Hogan, Logan, Mary Ann McGraw. She started poking it, grabbing it and choking it. He kicked her in the bustle and it laughed hee-haw. The Whigs and Conservatives, radical superlatives, Liberals, Tories, hurried to the place. Stood there in unity, helping the community to push Delaney's donkey in the half-mile race. If I could have a sip of my drink now, I would. Actually, I might. There we go. One-handed vamp. The crowd began to cheer it. Rafferty, the judge, came up to assist them. Still he wouldn't budge. The jockey who was riding, little John McKee, was so thoroughly disgusted that he went home for his tea. Hagen, Fagan, students of psychology, swore they'd shift it with some dynamite. Bought it, brought it, then without apology, donkey gave a sneeze and blew the dance stuff out of sight. There was Riley pushing it, shoving it and shushing it. Logan, all the bally crew, police and auxiliary, the garrison artillery, the second Enniskillens and the lifeguards too. They seized it and harried it, picked it up and carried it, cheered it, steered it to the winning place. The bookies all drew aside and committed suicide because Delaney's donkey won the half-mile race. We got through it just about. Bit of Val Doonican. He makes it look so easy when he's sitting there strumming his guitar. There we go. Val Doonican, Delaney's donkey, going out to Phil Stocker. Happy belated birthday to you. While I had to take a sip of my wine, Faye, have you got any shout-outs coming in there?
I've had a couple of suggestions for next week, so I've made a note of those. Thank you so much.
For Halloween?
Yeah.
Oh,
yes.
go on. Fire away. Let me see what I've got.
The skeleton in the cupboard started to dance.
Ooh, new one on me.
Yeah, so thank you, Linda McIntyre, for that. And Dembo's Dem Bones
Dem
from
bones,
Angela
bones,
Roberts.
Dem dry bones. Yeah, there we go.
Yeah, and I've got another birthday shout-out with a little request. It's Parker's birthday next Tuesday, and Virginia L has asked for any World War I song.
For Parker McIntosh, of course, next week. Faye's going to add that to the list, and Parker will do that for you next week. Virginia L, you said requested that?
Yeah.
I will do that for you for Parker for next week. A good friend of the sing-along there over in Canada. Greetings to anyone who's watching in Canada. I know Karen Hancock will be watching probably after the effect because she's working today. But, yeah, anyone else? We've probably got Germany and the Netherlands in. Any further afield than we normally have Canada, the States, Germany, Denmark. Anyone in Denmark?
We've got Cyprus.
Cyprus, of course, Tanith out in Cyprus. Actually, you mentioned that. It's time to talk about anniversaries as well. Happy anniversary to, Tanith Messenger out there in Cyprus. Tanith's parents, Trish and John, was their 25th wedding anniversary yesterday. Many congratulations, Trish and John. Tanya says that you met while you were working at the King's Theatre in Southsea. There we go. Shout out to anyone in Southsea. Susanna is in Southsea at the moment. And I think we might actually have my other viewers. And Richard Heald, who was born in Southsea as well. There we go. Very, very small world amid the sing-alongers. So, Tanith, the huge shout-out. Lots of love to Trish and John, your mum and dad, on their 25th wedding anniversary. Well, there's only one thing we could sing, of course, on their 25th wedding anniversary. And that's a bit of My Old Dutch. Now, of course, a Cockney rhyming slang there. This one, My Old Dutch, Duchess of Fife, wife, My Old Dutch. This one was written by Albert Chevalier and Charles Ingle. Now, despite the name difference, Charles Ingle was actually Albert Chevalier's brother. And Albert Chevalier was a musical performer who was like a Costa comedian, a bit like Harry Champion and Gus Elan. But Albert wasn't working class. He was kind of very middle class. I think his parents were teachers. And he grew up in Kensington, in West London, not in the East End. And he was writing songs and kind of music hall songs and sketches. And it was only when other people started performing them and making money from them that he realised that he should be doing them. He should be performing them himself. So he and his brother wrote more material, and Albert Chevalier played this kind of costermonger character that were very popular on the halls back at the turn of the century. So this one, My Old Dutch, goes out to Trish and John, and the verse goes like this. I've got a pal, a regular out and outer, she's a dear old pal, and I'll tell you all about her. It's many years since first we met. Her hair was then as black as jet. It's whiter now, but she don't fret. Not my old gal. The chorus is on page 6. We've been together now for 40 years, and it don't seem a day too much. There ain't a lady living in the land as I'd swap for my dear old Dutch. There ain't a lady living in the land as I'd swap for my dear old Dutch. Hey, there we go. My dear old Dutch for Trish and John. Many, many congratulations on your 25th wedding anniversary yesterday. Oh, my word. As I have a sip of drink. Faye, is anything coming in now?
More ideas for next week. And a suggestion to do a workman's medley.
Oh, okay.
In honour of all our building work. So there you go.
So Gasman cometh. They're digging a hole. Right said Fred. Any other workman requests? I'm sure we can get those in. So there we go. Talking about people watching this evening, a shout out from Valerie Remnant, one of the sing-alongers, to Jill and Tony, viewing from Cummingston. Jill and Tony, welcome. You're first-time viewers to the sing-along. Welcome, welcome. And thank you for Valerie for suggesting that they come and join us this evening for a bit of a sing-along. So, hope you're enjoying it so far. Plenty more songs where that came from. So, now where we're going. Another request we've had. This one goes out to Andy Smith, another regular viewer, and his wife Josephina, who I remember saying early on, actually, in the shout-outs, like months ago, when Josephina was delayed coming back to the UK because of her visa. I think she was out in the Philippines. But now Andy messaged me to say that they are now happily living together in Newton Abbot in Devon. So congratulations, Devon. You're in Devon. And my heart beats so that I can hardly speak. I can't make up any other funny lyrics. So there we go, Devon, Newton Abbot in Devon. Andy and Josephina, congratulations. I'm so glad you're back together. But Andy requested a little bit of Noel Coward, Mad Dogs and Englishmen. We've got all the lyrics for the choruses on this on page 4 in your songbooks. I'm going to put my teeth in and see if I can do this. Here we go, page 4 in your songbooks. In tropical climes at a certain times of day, when all the citizens retire to tear their clothes up and perspire, it's one of the rules that the native fools obey, because the sun is much too sultry and one must avoid its ultraviolet rays. Papa-laka, 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 boo. Digga-digga-digga-digga-digga-digga-doo. The natives grieve when the white men leave their huts, because they're obviously definitely nuts. All together, mad dogs and Englishmen go out in the midday sun. The Japanese don't care to, the Chinese wouldn't dare to, the Hindus and Argentines seem firm from 12 to 1. But the Englishmen detest a siesta. In the Philippines they have lovely screens to protect you from the glare. In the Malay states they have hats like plates the Britishers won't wear. At 12 noon the natives swoon, no for the work is done. But mad dogs and Englishmen go out in the midday sun. Second verse. Now it's such a surprise for the eastern eyes to see that all the English are a feast. They're quite impervious to heat. When the white man rides, every native's hides in glee, because the simple creatures hope he will impale his solar topee on a tree. Bolly, 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 ba. Habanini, 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 ha. It seems such a shame when the English claim the earth, that they cause rise to such hilarity and muff. Ha, ha, ha! Mad dogs and Englishmen go out in the midday sun. The toughest, burliest bandits can never understand it. In Rangoon, the heat of noon is just what the natives shun. They put their scotch all right down and lie down in the jungle town where the sun beats down to the rage of man or beast. The English garb of the English Sarbini gets a bit more creased. In Bangkok at 12 o'clock they foam at the mouth and run. But mad dogs and Englishmen go out in the midday sun. Mad dogs and Englishmen go out in the midday sun. The smallest Malay or rabbit deplores this stupid habit. In Hong Kong they strike a gun and fire off the noonday gun to reprimand each inmate who's in late. In the mangrove swamps with the python the romps at his peace from 12 to 2. Even caribous lie around and snooze, but there's nothing else to do. In Bengal, to move at all is seldom if ever done. But mad dogs and Englishmen go out in the midday sun. Hey, there we go for Andy and Josephina. A little bit of Noel Coward's Mad Dogs and Englishmen go out in the midday sun. There we go. I got the lyrics out. I don't know. Well, I'm just looking at my set list of the song I'm due to do next, and if I was worried about getting the lyrics out in that one, I should be worried about the next one. But Faye, any more comments and shout-outs coming in there?
We've just been having lots more suggestions. We've had all sorts of ideas coming through for the musical theatre piece.
Brilliant. We've got a little moment for that a little later on, so...
Yeah, there's far too many for that little moment, so I think you've got plenty of fodder.
Brilliant.
For not only that, but an entire week.
Fantastic. Well, there we go. Of course, if you're enjoying what I do this evening, don't forget to share this now. Click on the share link and share it around. Tell your friends. Of course, you can also go and buy merchandise and my CDs from my website, carradinescockneysingalong.co.uk. The order for tote bags went in the other day. So in a couple of weeks' time, I will have Carradine's Cockney Sing-Along tote bags, as promised, ready for you. But I'm not going to put them online until I have them in my hands. And that we can, but don't worry. If you want to be the first to know about those coming online, I'm going on for sale. Get on the Carradine's Cockney and the Carradine's Cockney Sing-Alongers Facebook page, and you'll be the first people to know. There we go. So, and of course, if you're feeling generous this evening and fancy throwing some coins my way to an out-of-work musician who is been live streaming, as I said, for 31 weeks, then feel free to pop some little donation in my tip jar on my website as well. That'd be gratefully received. And thank you so much to my regular viewers who've been donating to me over those last 31 weeks. It's been much, much appreciated. And has kept the wolf from the door and, yes, kept the building work going. So thank you so much for that. An exciting piece of news this week was the fact that, well, actually, it's a bit of non-news because the actual offer has been there for a while. But the news hit this week that the wonderful Tom Lehrer, fantastic composer and performer of comedy songs, satirical and comedy songs, American in the 1960s, has released all of his work into the public domain. So the sheet music that exists and lyrics that exist are all on a website that you can download through till, I think, until 2024. But yeah, the news hit this week, but I knew that it was available. I didn't realise it was all in public domain, but certainly a lot of the scores and lyrics have been available for a couple of years, I suppose, because I remember checking some stuff up a while back. But there we go. So Tom Lehrer is now in the public domain, which means there will probably be a lot more of that around, and we're free to do our own versions of it as well. So watch this space. Tom Wilde, my good friend Tom Wilde, and we did a little I Got It From Agnes video a while back, a couple of months ago during lockdown. And yes, we're potentially talking about a Tom and Tom Does Tom album. So Tom Wilde and Tom Carradine sing Tom Lehrer. So watch this space. That might have to wait until next year once my London album is up. But yeah, definitely an idea for us to do. So yes, I thought I'd do a Tom Lehrer this evening. And I've dug this one out. Now, this used to be my party piece. And you will realise from this why I didn't get invited to parties very much. This is kind of harks back to my scientist roots, being a biochemist. I'm a biochemist by training. Though aside from a placement year in my degree, I haven't actually worked as a biochemist. I've worked as a professional musician, thankfully, for the last 16 years. So I'm proud of that. And yes, made a living from it until before COVID. So there we go. You got to laugh, haven't you? There we go. So I thought I would this kind of also. So it's science. That mixes with my love of comedy songs, which mixes with my love of Gilbert and Sullivan. This is basically all of the chemical elements set to a possibly recognisable tune. Any GNS fans, or anybody's going to recognise it as well. Now, the question is, I think I can remember the lyrics. Can I remember the chords? I've got my cheat sheet here, but there's antimony, arsenic, aluminum, selenium, and hydrogen and oxygen and nitrogen and rhenium, and nickel-neodymium, neptunium, germanium, and iron, americium, ruthenium, uranium, europium, zirconium, lutetium, vanadium, and lanthanum, osmium, and astatine, and radium, and godoprotitinium, and iridium, and gallium, and iodine, and thorium, and thulium, and thallium. There's yttrium, actinium, actinium, rubidium, and boron, gadolinium, niobium, iridium, and strontium, and silicon, and silver, and samarium, and bismuth, bromine, lithium, beryllium, and barium. Woohoo! Get in there. Hope you're taking notes. There's going to be a test on this later on. Here we go. There's holmium and helium and hafnium and erbium and phosphorus and francine and fluorine and terbium and manganese and mercury and molybdenum and magnesium, dysprosium and scandium and cerium and cesium and leprosy, aluminium and platinum, palladium, palladium, promethium, potassium, polonium, tantalum, technetium, titanium, tellurium, and cadmium and calcium and chromium and curium. There's sulfur, californium, and fermium, berkelium, and also mendelevium, and stylium, nobelium, and argon, krypton, neon, xenon, xenon, zinc, and rhodium, chlorine, copper, tungsten, tin, and sodium. These are the only ones of which the news has come to Harvard, but there may be many others, but they haven't been discovered. There we go. I think I got away with it. Faye, do you think I got away with it?
Yeah, I think nobody noticed.
Nobody noticed. There we go. Well,
no, well done.
Takes me back to I first remember seeing that video. I first remember seeing that song, hearing that song on an Elements video in GCSE Science, in GCSE Chemistry, Mr. Evans' classroom at Bluecoat School in Coventry, and I vividly remember hearing the song at the end, and I was like, oh, I've got to learn that. And I got the score for Tom Lehrer's. What was it? Songs to you know?
Too Many Songs. Too
Many Songs by Tom Lehrer, the songbook from Coventry City Library, and I took it and I learnt it, and I think I got it on tape. I got some Tom Lehrer songs on tape. And Faye, your dad played you lots of Tom Lehrer as well when
yes.
Yeah. So it's a kind of both families are aware of Tom Lehrer.
Can I say you're getting lots of applause?
Oh, I'm glad you enjoyed it.
Performance, well done.
So yeah. There we go. Lots more Tom Lehrer coming. We've definitely got a Tom Lehrer coming next week for Halloween. And I'm sure there'll be some more stuff appearing later on. So.
Apparently, Jane Walton was listening carefully, and it was indeed all correct.
Thank you, Jane. I'm glad you were checking. Yeah, got any fact checkers out there? Fake news. Now, there we go. So another request now, a sad one, I'm afraid. This next song is a dedication out to the wonderful Fiona Brown, a friend of ours who passed away a few days ago. She was a very, very active member of the Camden Road Community Choir and Create, which is in Tunbridge Wells, a community group, a kind of community arts group. That I was in, both Faye and I were involved in a few years ago, and I've still stayed in touch with many of the the people who are involved with that. So, and it was Alison Mackenzie, one of the regular viewers here, who's another good friend of ours, and a great friend of Fiona's, who asked us to dedicate a song to Fiona. A real loss, a real fantastic lady, who was so involved in the creative and arts and through Camden Road and Tunbridge Wells. So yes, many happy memories of a wonderful lady. And Alison was saying that Fiona was a great fan of the National Songbook. I don't know whether any of you remember the National Songbook, but a great compilation of traditional English, Scottish, Welsh and Irish songs. I don't actually own a copy of the National Songbook, but I've got a couple of other similar compendiums. But they're all beautiful old English and Irish and Scottish folk tunes and folk songs. And so inspired by that, I'm going to sing you a Scottish folk song. This one is the Skye Boat song, which actually Fiona sang with and on the Create Community Choir, the Camden Road Community Choir, performed in one of their concerts a few years ago around Britain kind of theme. So the Skye Boat song will remind me of the Create Choir. So hello to anyone who's watching from Tunbridge Wells and Create. So yeah, the Skye Boat song. You've got the lyrics for this on page 6 in your songbooks. So a little bit of the Skye Boat song. Here we go then. Speed, bonny boat, like a bird on the wing, onward the sailors cry. Carry the land that's born to be king, over the sea to Skye. Loud the winds howl, loud the waves roar, thunder claps rend the air. Baffled our foes, standing by shore, follow they will not dare. Speed, bonny boat, like a bird on the wing, onward the sailors cry. Carry the lad that's born to be king, over the sea to Skye. Loud the waves leap, soft shall ye sleep, ocean's royal bed. Rocked in the deep, Flora will keep, watched by your weary head. Speed, bonny boat, like a bird on the wing, onward the sailors cry. Carry the lad that's born to be king, over the sea to Skye. There we go. For Fiona there, who will be sorely missed. Whew, there we go. Now it's probably about time to go from the sublime to the ridiculous. Some musical theatre requests, Faye. Let's test the YouTube algorithm.
Okay. Right.
And test my memory as well. There we go.
So yeah, I'm trying to do this. There is no favouritism being shown. It is merely what I think Tom can cope with. Unless I'm feeling...
Here we go. Go on, fire away.
Okay, something from Hairspray.
Da-da-ba-ba. You can't stop an avalanche when I can't remember the lyrics. There we go. Hairspray. We can do Hairspray.
Okay, we'll do Thoroughly Modern Millie.
Oh, everything today is thoroughly modern. Check your personality. Everything today is perfectly slow. Goodbye, goody girl. I'm changing and how. So beat the drums, 'cause here comes thoroughly modern Millie now.
Sit down, you're rocking the boat.
Oh, the people all said sit down, you're rocking the boat. The people all said sit down, Sit down, you're rocking the boat, and the devil will drag you under by a sauce and bad and up there. Sit down, sit down, sit down, sit down, sit down, you're rocking the boat. I've had too much to drink already.
Up for another?
Yeah, go on.
Flashbang wallop.
Oh, the flashbang wallop, what a picture, what a picture, what a photograph. Poor old soul, blimey, what a joke. Had blown off in a cloud of smoke. Clap your hands, stamp your feet, banging on the big bass drum. What a picture, rum tiddly bum 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 bum. Stick it in your family album.
Do you fancy another?
Go on, keep on.
Shall we dance?
Shall we dance? On the bright night of that, shall we dance? Da, da, da. That'll only be picked up on the YouTube algorithm if I actually sang the right lyrics.
If I were a rich man.
D flat. If I were a rich man. La, 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 la. If I were a bitty, bitty rich, little man. There we go.
All I care about is love from Chicago.
Oh, gee.
Can you remember that one?
I don't care about expensive things, cashmere coats, diamond rings. Oh no, not me. All I care about is love. That's what he's here for. Honest to God, all I care about is love.
On the street where you live.
I have often walked down this street before, but the pavement always stayed beneath my feet before. All at once am I several stories high, knowing I'm on the street where you live.
Can I just say that I think Louise Henderson might have been joking when she said Gethsemane.
Oh.
From JCS. Very hard.
I only want to say, if there is a way.
Yeah, best to stop there.
Just stop there.
Yeah.
Yeah, keep them coming.
Okay, I'll keep them coming. Anything from Les Mis.
From the whole of Les Mis is just that, just that. Or I dreamed a dream in time gone by, when hope was high and life worth living. I dreamed that love would never die. I dreamed that God would be forgiving. I'd be a beautiful Fontaine, wouldn't I?
How about a bit of Master of the House?
Master of the house, quick to catch a eye, never wants a passerby to pass him by. Servant to the poor, butler to the great, comforter, philosopher, and lifelong mate. Everybody's boon companion, everybody's chaperone. Look at the other leaves, it's Jesus, wanna skin you to the bone. Okay, we in.
Sobbing Women from Seven Brides. Do you know that one?
I don't know.
It's a great song. I'm gonna make you learn.
Okay.
Anything from Calamity Jane?
Oh, the stages are running all over the plain. Oh, the windows coming in the heaven and heaven and rain. Beautiful sigh, we're happy today. Oh, whip crack away, whip crack away, whip crack away, whip crack away. I can't. I'm gonna have to practice one. Way.
Oklahoma.
Oh, it's not in C, it is. Oklahoma, where the wind comes sweeping down the plain. Oh, I'm just a girl who can't say no. I'm in a terrible fix. I wanna say, come on, let's go, just when I ought to say nix.
Actually, we've had a revision of actually anything from Seven Brides.
I think you've stumped me. I don't really know Seven Brides.
Seriously,
Sorry.
it is a great musical. Disappointment.
Sorry. One last one, Faye. Make it good.
Last one. Love changes everything.
Oh.
You know this.
Now,
we sang this 9 years ago at my mum's wedding.
Oh, we did. Do we do it in the original key, or do we do it in the key that Michael Ball now sings it in? Love Love changes everything, hands and faces, earth and sky. Love changes everything, how you live and how you die. Love can make a summer fly, or a night seem like a lifetime. Yes, love changes everything, live or perish in its flame. Nothing in the world will ever be the same. Nothing in the world will ever be the same. But you never realised that Harry Seacombe sang Aspects of Love.
And I have to say, that does remind me, it is today, which is my mum and her husband's 9th wedding anniversary, and you did not sing it like that at the wedding.
No, I didn't.
Thankfully.
Happy anniversary to Judith and Eric. There we go. Yes, I'd like to think I sang it slightly better than that. So we're coming towards the end of the sing-along this evening. Only 5 more minutes left. Hope you've had a good time this evening. And yeah, keep those requests coming in. I will add those all to a musical theatre week coming up very, very soon. Don't forget Halloween week next week. But before we go, for you, huge thank yous. Huge thank you to Faye on comments.
Thank you.
Huge thank you to Marcus Reeves, sorting out my back end, as I always say, doing all the social media stuff. Thank you. And thank you for tuning in this week. Much, much appreciated. And for your very kind donations into my virtual tip jar. It is much appreciated. Next week, Halloween. Get dressed up, grab a drink. And it doesn't have to be alcoholic. It could be a nice mocktail, you never know. And join in for our Halloween sing-along next Thursday. Also on Friday, the day prior to Halloween, 2 very exciting videos will be going live on YouTube. One on my channel and one on the channel of Patricia Hammond, a good friend of mine, who has a Living Rooms Request series that she's doing with her good friend Matt Redman, multi-instrumentalist. We did some filming last week for 2 Halloween videos. One, a 1920s foxtrot called The Sneak, a Herb Nature Herb Brown song, and also we did With a Head Tucked Underneath Her Arm, Stanley Holloway. So those are a little bit of YouTube collaboration going on. Those will be released on Friday next week. Keep an eye out on the Carradine's Cockney sing-along page, and I'll post links to those when they come up. So I thought we'd finish this week. We haven't done it for a few weeks. We're a little bit of a knees up, if you fancy a bit of a knees up. So page 7 in your songbooks. Here we go then. The sun has got his hat on, hip 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 hooray. The sun has got his hat on and he's coming out today. Now we'll all be happy, hip 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 hooray. The sun has got his hat on and he's coming out today. He's been roasting peanuts out in Timbuktu. Now he's coming back to do the same for you. Jump into your sun bath, hip 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 hooray. The sun has got his hat on and he's coming out today. Yes, we have no bananas. Have a banana. We have no bananas today. We got string beans and onions, cabbages and scallions, all kinds of fruit and say. We have an old-fashioned tomato, Long Island potato. But yes, we have no bananas. We have no bananas today. Well, if we haven't got any bananas, you know the drill. This is what we've got. I've got a lovely bunch of coconuts, and there they are standing in a row. Big ones, small ones, some as big as your head. You give them a twist, a flick of the wrist, that's what the showman said. I've got a lovely bunch of coconuts, every ball you throw will make me rich. There stands me wife, the idol of my life, singing roll a bowl, a ball, a penny, a pitch. All together, singing roll a bowl, a ball, a penny, a pitch. Singing roll a bowl, a penny, a pitch. Roll a bowl, a ball, roll a ball, singing roll a bowl, a penny, a pitch. Oh, what a beauty! I've never seen one as big as that before. Oh, what a beauty! It must be 2 foot long or even more. It's such a lovely colour, so nice and round and fat. I never thought a marrow could grow as big as that. Oh, what a beauty! I've never seen one as big as that before. Once more with feeling. I've never seen one as big as that before. Get off me, Barra. I've never seen one as big as that before. Here we go, last one of you this evening. An American import for you. Here we go. She'll be coming round the mountain when she comes. She'll be coming round the mountain when she comes. She'll be coming round the mountain. Coming round the mountain. Coming round the mountain when she comes. All together. Singing aye aye yippee yippee aye. Singing aye aye yippee yippee aye. Singing aye aye yippee aye aye yippee aye aye yippee yippee aye. She'll be streaming live on Facebook when she comes. She'll be streaming live on Facebook when she comes. She'll be streaming live on Facebook. Streaming live on Facebook. Streaming live on Facebook when she comes. All together. Singing aye aye yippee yippee aye. Singing aye aye yippee yippee aye. Big finish. Singing aye aye yippee aye aye yippee aye aye yippee yippee aye. Hey, hey, there we go. Give yourselves a round of applause. Thank you so much for joining me this week, week 31 of Tom Carradine Self-Isolation Sing-Along. Hopefully we can welcome you here again, same time next week, 8:30 until 9:30 for a good old-fashioned knees up and a Halloween sing-along next week. So, yeah, get dressed up, share your photos online of that, and, yeah, we'll see you next week. Have a great week.